Okay, this is the third installment of my collection of emblems from trucks that were powered by Hall Scott engines. Hal made fire trucks. Fire truck manufacturers liked the Hall Scott engine because it was very powerful to get you to the fire in a hurry, and also was reliable in running the pumps. Another fire truck maker was Aaron's and Aaron's Fox. In the early 1900s, they were making wagons, horse-drawn wagons for fire wagons. They got hooked up with the Fox group and became Aaron's Fox very early. This is from a pump, I believe. It wasn't an actual emblem on the front of the truck. Cincinnati, Ohio. I'd like to get an Aaron's Fox or AF emblem sometime. American Car and Foundry Company, ACF, made railroad cars, and they still do today. In the 20s, they decided to start manufacturing buses. And some of them would have had an emblem like this on the front. They were made in Detroit. Later on, the ACF Motors was their bus division. Then in the 30s, they bought ACF-Brill in Philadelphia, 62nd and Woodland. And there were two kinds of buses, and Brill made trolleys and trolley coaches. So they had two divisions in the same factory. ACF was manufacturing buses on their line, and ACF-Brill was making trolleys and trolley buses on their lines. In 1945, ACF decided to sell that. So they put a new company together, ACF-Brill, and that was bought by Consolidated Vultee airplane manufacturers. They had a deal with the Canadian Car Company to make buses using Brill's plans, and that worked out for them. So you'll see emblems that say Canadian Brill car. There's another emblem you'll see, just says Brill. They did not have Hall Scott engines. They were smaller bus, C-31s, C-37s, and Army buses. They would have had International Harvester engines in the back, or with the rear compartment type Army buses, Hercules engine. See a big emblem like this. In 1954, Brill went out of the bus business and went into the grocery business. So the Canadian Car Company took the Brill off their emblems. On the older ones, you'll see it says Brill in the bar going across. This one is after 1954. Euclid makes huge quarry trucks. Big trucks, need a lot of power, so a Hall Scott engine was a natural for them. And the sign, the emblem that went on it is huge, and it's very thick. It would have to be to survive working in a quarry. Caterpillar, when they started out in the 20s, was Holt Caterpillar. They had a Hall Scott motor in the beginning, 4 cylinders for their tractors. This emblem is from much later, but I happened to find it at Carlisle, and it does help tell the story. Another interesting one I have, this is not from trucks. This is from an airplane engine. and I was fortunate enough to get it. This would be pre-World War I. They actually have one of these motors on display at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington. I think it was Mr. Hall and a man from Packard got together and put the Liberty engine together, designed that for World War I. That's my current collection, and I'm always looking for more. I'll make another video when I round up some more emblems.